informed him that I don't have a pit bull, but I have a boxer lab mix, and that I have vet paperwork stating such. He said that unfortunately it doesn't matter because she resembles a pit bull. I'm sure by now that this council and our mayor is frustrated and angry by the attention that this has brought to our town, and I am angry and frustrated too. Because the town we decided to call home has a law in the books that says our family isn't welcome here. And just like any of you would do if someone threatened to tear your family apart, I am fighting for our right to stay together now. Local ordinances that restrict the rights of Iowans to own property, which is exactly what this ordinance does, is an overreach by local government into its citizens' lives. It's a massive infringement of our rights on Iowans to own property, and it was attempted to be carried out without due process, another violation of our rights as Americans. So my first question to this council is, how did you go from a supposed complaint of a neighbor to a deputy at my front door? There was no investigation, no one requested any vet paperwork, no one even asked to see my dog. A complaint was made about my dog by someone who has no veterinarian credentials. With all due respect to the sheriff's department, they are now saying that we were never told we needed to get rid of our dogs, or we would face a potential search warrant. I believe this process is in itself a violation of the city's own ordinance. And unfortunately, we have no proof about what was said to our families because so far the Benton County Sheriff's Department has yet to release the footage, which I think has since changed. Breed-specific bans have been proven time and time again that they cause more harm than good to our communities and are not rooted in scientific evidence. Regardless of the dog breed, no Iowan should have to live in fear that someone will show up to their house one day and make them get rid of their dogs. Here in Iowa, there are bans on all sorts of dogs. Supposed pit bulls, Rottweilers, Great Danes, Doberman. Fairfield, Iowa even has a ban saying anything over 100 pounds. These bans are ineffective and drive potential residents, potential taxpayers, and potential business owners away at our time when our town should attract new families and become stronger as a community. According to Benton County, there were 35 dog bites last year, and none of them involved pit bulls, despite many dogs that could have some characteristics of these dogs. My heart goes out to the family involved with the dog bite earlier this summer. A dog bite is always terrible no matter the situation, but it doesn't make sense to round up every dog that sort of looks like that dog that was involved and kick them out and their families out of town. None of our dogs were involved. My dog has never shown aggression to anyone in her 3 years of life, but she and our family are being targeted simply because of what she looks like. I love my dog like you love any of your family members. Our family is supposed to be growing this year, and as someone who is less than 3 months away from bringing home their first child, worrying about my dog is the absolute last thing I should be worrying about. It's a terrible thing for our city to put anyone through. I am here tonight on behalf of my family and the other families who are at risk of being pushed away, and I ask you that you please suspend the enforcement of this city's breed ban and instead adopt an ordinance based on the animal's behaviors rather than characteristics of any of these dogs. Thank you for your time and consideration.